Hello. In this video, I want to talk about what the Versus DIM is and how to use it. The Vital Bracelet has multiple ways to battle other Digimon, such as NFC touchpoints and battling online in the arena and in raids using the Vital Bracelet Lab app. These methods of battling can all be done with a single Vital Bracelet. Each Vital Bracelet also comes with a Versus DIM, which allows you to battle Digimon directly from other Vital Bracelets. However, most people probably only have one Vital Bracelet. In addition, it is very unlikely that you will run into another person with a Vital Bracelet out and about during your normal day, at least here in the US. And even if you do, they may not have a Versus DIM with them. As a result, for most people, unless you know someone with another Vital Bracelet, the Versus DIM will sit in a box somewhere, forgotten. However, if you enjoy the Vital Bracelet, you are also probably curious about how the Versus DIM works. I would like to demonstrate the ins and outs of the Versus DIM using both of my Vital Bracelets. Using the Versus DIM starts off like any other DIM card. You must remove the plastic guard from the DIM slot and insert it into the Vital Bracelet. Like with all DIMs, the screen of the device must be on. The device then recognizes that a Versus DIM was inserted and loads your Digimon onto the DIM. At this point, the Digimon is no longer on the device. However, it will return after a short period, so you aren't in danger of losing the Digimon permanently. You can then insert the Versus DIM into another Vital Bracelet, and it will initiate a battle just like NFC touchpoints. You can confirm the battle, and it will play out like normal. Once it's completed, you gain or lose points based on the outcome. You then also get a bonus. Since the bonus amount is always fixed, it can sometimes result in a net gain even with a loss, but it does still count against your win percentage. Once the battle is complete, you can remove the Versus DIM from the second bracelet and reinsert it into the first. The Digimon will return, and the results of the battle will play out for this Digimon as well. One interesting point to note about the Versus DIM is that unlike all other DIMs, this one is not locked to the first device it is inserted into. Normally, the first time you insert a DIM into a Vital Bracelet, it is locked to that device. Inserting it into another device will only cause an error message to appear. However, the Versus DIM can be used on any device. This does make it a little easier to arrange in-person battles, as only one Versus DIM is needed for any number of devices to do battle. That is pretty much all there is to say about the Versus DIM. I hope that you now have a better understanding of how it works. If you would like to see more virtual pet content, please subscribe and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching!